So the code of Levi Yitzhak went so Sasha.
Sections of the Maron Forest in completely different areas, but this is the one before Maron on the way to Sfat. And it's here we're going to teach about the Holy Master, Holy Rebbe, Levi Yitzhak of Berdichev. The Tzaddik was known for his Deveikis, his enormous amount of strength and enthusiasm for the Torah and the mitzvahs. And I don't think there's any rabbi in all of Judaism that compares with the enthusiasm to Rabbi Levi Yitzhak. So come, my friends, let's leave the forest. Let's try not to get lost. Go where very few people go in the Maron Forest, deep, deep into the woods. Levi Yitzhak, throughout the day, would repeat in his mind, sometimes say, Ribono shel Olam, Ribono shel Olam, simply Master of the world, and repeat it often. Once, Rabbi Levi Yitzhak went to his window to look out a view, and a sure repairman was walking by, and he asked him, "Sir, don't you have something to fix?" And immediately Rabbi Levi Yitzhak went to the floor and he started crying and wailing, "Oi, Hashem, oi, please forgive me, forgive me." And here it was, Rosh Chodesh Elul, and he was already worried that he has to make sure to do tshuva, repent in time for the new year, Rosh Hashanah. The Holy Rebbe once said that if someone were to set up their table like Queen Esther did, the Kavod Shabbos, the sake of the sanctity of the holy day, then light would come onto not only the food, but the vessels themselves. We're so eager to do mitzvos that whenever it was Yom Tov, we remain awake the entire night, especially Sukkot. We remain awake the entire first night, so that in the morning he could fulfill the mitzvah of Lulav and Esrog with tremendous fervor and enthusiasm. And when it was Yom Tov and he couldn't put on tefillin, we remain awake the entire night after Yom Tov till the morning. At the very moment he could put on the tefillin, he would put it on with so much joy and enthusiasm. So eager was he, and so much fervor did he have in performing the commandments. Once during the war in Russia, the Holy Berdichev was davening in the synagogue with his congregation, and they heard the Russian army coming, so the people scattered. But the Holy Berdichev was in the middle of Shemona Esrei, the middle of davening the Midah prayer, the silent prayer. With such deveikis, such concentration and holiness, that when the soldiers came in, he was the only one left. He continued to daven and pray to Hashem wholeheartedly. And then they started beating him with sticks and hit him very hard. and they smacked him, and they kept beating him. But he was unaffected. He just stood there praying. And then they realized this man was not natural. After they had bruised him so severely, but he was not natural, because any other man would have cried out and fell to the ground. But not the Berdichev. So they left him alone from that point. And then the synagogue, the people came back in to pray when the Russians had gone. And they saw that the Berdichev was still standing in his place with bruises. And they continued to daven together. And after davening was over, as the Berdichev was going back to his home, his family saw the bruises and wondered what had happened. So strong was his concentration in prayer, so strong was his dveikus, the holy Berdichev, I, the master, tefillah, prayer, that he felt nothing at all. Mamish, nothing. You know, many times the Berdichev, he would start davening in one side of the synagogue, and he'd be found in the other, but he wouldn't even be conscious of it. So strong was he praying. My friends, how many times are we there praying, and we know we need this prayer to be answered so badly, but we just don't let ourselves go. We don't just let it loose to Hashem and pray wholeheartedly with the dveikus, with such concentration that we too can have, like the Berdichev. Oh, if all of us would pray like this. Oh, the Gula, the redemption, the light, the Or Ganu. My holy friends, it's tradition that if you're in trouble and you don't know what to do, you can call out the name Levi
Yitzhak and so Sasha Neni,
and if you call this out,
the rest of the world, the God of Levi Yitzhak, the son of so Sasha, please answer my prayers. So the code of Levi Yitzhak and so Sasha.
Song, maybe you can sing along with it. A song written by the holy Levi Yitzhak. There you shall be blessed. So if Levi asks, why does it say you cause your name to be mentioned? Why does it say that you mention my name and then you'll be blessed in this place? So if Levi explains that a person, when they go up to pray, should completely devoid themselves of all materialism, everything from this world. They should be standing there totally nullified and bittul to the light of Hashem, standing in the heavens, getting just themselves and Hashem, representing the Jewish people. And if they pray in this way, then the Shekhinah itself, the Shekhinah speaks through the person's mouth. And then it's as if Hashem himself is speaking through them. So it's not you, that's where I create the speech for you in your nullification. And that is a true prayer to Hashem, is when a person is totally nullified and the words just come out from the Shekhinah itself. Every night before Levi, Yitzhak would go to bed. Retired night, he would repent. He would think about all the things he did that day and all the things he did wrong. And then he would repeat them to Hashem. Hashem, Levi Yitzhak won't do this again. Levi Yitzhak won't do this again. And then he would say to himself, wait a minute, didn't you say the same thing last night that you wouldn't do it again? And then he would say, no, but tonight Levi Yitzhak is telling the truth. Levi Yitzhak won't do it again. He would say it every single night. He would go over all the things he did wrong that day, and he would repent for them with a new strength and a new truth, a higher truth. They say that when Levi Yitzhak, when the Holy Master would sit down to eat, and he begin to make the bracha, Baruch Ato, that he would end up in the other side of the room, and the food would be over there the time he finished the blessing. So great was his devekis, his love and fervor for Hashem. Rabbi Zev Wolf Zitzner told of the story that he was with his friends when they were by the Maggid of Mezritz, and they were studying wholeheartedly, and meanwhile the Maggid was saying the Targum and the words of the Torah on Friday, and suddenly there was a great light that shone in the study, and Rav Shmuel of Nikolsburg and his brother, they fled outside because there was so much light they couldn't handle it, and the other disciples fled as well, and Rav Levi Yitzhak just sat there on the ground kicking his feet in the Vegas. What light! Oh, what light! Oh, what light! Oh, I love Hashem! And he couldn't stop himself. So great was the light of the Maggid and the Vegas and the vessel of the Levi Yitzhak, that he could remain there and just be in ecstasy in the light of Torah. Levi Yitzhak would lay down each night with two people beside him. One was studying in Yaakov Midrash, the other was studying the Zohar. And he would wake up from time to time and he'd say, Master of the world, there is no sleep before you. There is no sleep before you. When I remember that you are by me, how can I sleep? We just have to believe in ourselves, and we too can reach the level of Rabbi Levi Yitzhak teaches. Every person has the light in their soul, the holiness to be a holy tzaddik, a rebel, and I believe in you.
Yitzhak, Master of the world, the God of Levi Yitzhak, the son of Sasha, please answer my prayers. Zelikod Reb Levi Yitzhak ben Sasha, Tirayim.